Alright guys, diecastmania here with another video, and today we're going to be doing a model review of the NZG Hitachi ZX1000K. This is obviously the 40-meter demolition boom version. They also made a version with a 3-piece demolition boom. It's basically the shorter boom with a crusher on the end, the Okada crusher. This one is the 40-meter boom, and it has the Oshumi FE500 shear. Now, they also made a Japanese market edition of this model, which featured both booms. Now, you might think that the body looks a lot similar to that of a WSI 870, and that's because, well, long story short, the 1000K is actually the Japanese market version of the 870/850 demolition excavator, or high reach. Anyway, with the review, we're going to start off with the lower portion, the body. Now, as you can see here, you have the signature blue glass on the cab. It's still a nicely detailed cab. The nice cab guards on it, and the walkways on the side, the plastic. We have metal handrails all throughout the model. We have the air intakes, the exhaust, some anti-slip texturing, the walkway through the middle of the machine, and we have an opening door to allow access there. So that allows for some interesting posing capabilities or possibilities. We have the ZX1000K decal here. Show you the tracks. They do roll. Just keep in mind that they're the NZG hook link tracks, and they do have a spring load tensioner. Now, an interesting feature of this model is you can see the two stands here. That's because they have screw down jacks, and when the boom's off, you can display the model with the tracks off as well, and these down, for transport, or when the model's being set up, you just unscrew two screws on each side of the track frames, and track frames just come out. So that's one of the possibilities for posing this model. Anyway, getting on with the rest of the body real quick. You can see the back. It says Hitachi, has the warning decals, metal handrails. Now, you can see the weights here. I'll just pull one out, hopefully. Yeah, they're metal slabs. Like this. Right here. And there are 4 of them, and they go in here to add weight to the model. And they actually weigh a little bit, so that's nice. Now over here, we can see that there's the modeled vents on this side. They're not painted, but they still look pretty nice. See more of the decaling, and a nice feature is that they actually painted the fill cap, diesel cap, silver. Here we can see some small details like grab rail and the steps, and the mirrors as well. I believe the mirror on this side is actually plastic, and so is the handrail that's attached to the cab. But anyway, you can see there's a nice cab guard. You can see some anti-slip texturing and the hydraulic lines. Now, with that said, we're going to move on to the business end of this model, the boom itself. So right now, I'm going to show you the connection point. So there we go. The boom doesn't really like to hold up because of the just sheer weight of it. The whole boom's die-cast metal. So here we go. We have 2 pins. They have supplied 4. 1 set to attach it and 1 spare set. Now the rubber lines just plug in here very nicely into little pre-drilled holes. So you don't have the lines just hanging around. They actually have a place to go. Now here you can see more hydraulic lines. They're all rubber lines that lead into cast-in lines, which is a nice touch. And as you can see, we raise the boom, that the sections are actually held in place with friction pins. You could theoretically take those out if you wanted, but keep in mind that the hydraulic lines between the sections come pre-installed and are glued in, so maybe a little bit of gentle work with a flat object could get that out. Anyway, we move up here, see the Hitachi decal, more hydraulic lines. These ones pop out quite frequently. Maybe a drop of glue would be nice. Now I'm just going to go on with the functionality of the boom itself. So this is as far as that section goes. As you can see. And this is capable to being at a almost, well actually, if you can make it 90 degrees by, or close to 90 degrees by folding it out like that, so you can use the attachment on the end for demolition work. Now, this section itself can go up as well. So when fully extended, this model is just around 3 feet tall, which is pretty impressive. Now bringing this all back down, this is another position you can achieve, and yeah. Now, just zoom in on the shear. You can see, has a nice range of movement. It curls out very far. Curls in pretty far, and as you can see, there's the auxiliary plumbing that leads to the shear itself. And also, keep in mind that the blades are actually pretty sharp on the shear. Yeah, it rotates 360 degrees, and it shuts pretty tightly. The cylinders inside the shear are actually very, very tight. Now, here we are. And yeah, so you can set quite a few different poses for this model, but as you can see, the cylinders aren't quite strong enough to hold the weight of the heavy metal boom. But still, all things considered, it's a very worthwhile model. Definitely recommend you pick this up if you're in the market for a high-reach demolition excavator. There really aren't many choices, and they certainly do not come cheap. Now, this model is, nowadays, it's getting harder to find, but still, I believe it's one of the easier to acquire high-reach models. I think the original retail price was anywhere from, I believe, around $250 to $300. Don't quote me on that, but yeah. Now, just gonna end the review here with just a quick overview. For size reference, one last time, here's the Hitachi 450 next to it. So anyway, there you go. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.